Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to dig into a really powerful symbol of identity, one from right inside the LGBTQ plus world. Now it's a flag you've probably seen around, but maybe you don't know the full story. Well, let's get into it.
Okay, so you definitely know the rainbow flag, right? I mean, it's the global symbol for LGBTQ+, pride. But what about this one? Look at those earthy colors, that paw print. It's different. So who does it represent? And what's their story?
All right, that paw print, that belongs to the bears. And to really get what this flag is all about, we've got to first understand the community that flies it with so much pride. So here it is. This is the International Bear Brotherhood flag. It's the banner for a really vibrant subculture called, well, the Bears. And let me tell you, this is a community with its own history, its own identity, and this incredible sense of togetherness.
So, what exactly does it mean to be a bear? You know, this identity, it's not accidental. It's a very proud, very deliberate pushback against what we might call mainstream ideas of beauty and what it means to be a man.
Okay, so when people hear the term bear, yeah, it often brings to mind someone who's, larger, hairier, but it is so much more than just physical traits. It's really about making a conscious choice, a choice to embrace and to celebrate, a look that just doesn't fit into those narrow, conventional boxes of what's considered attractive.
This whole community is basically built around celebrating a more rugged, natural look. We're talking about a space where things like a bigger frame or plenty of body hair aren't just okay. No, they're actually desired. They're respected. They're totally central to the entire group's identity.
And, the community itself is surprisingly diverse. You've got all these other identifiers like panda for bears who are of Asian descent, or polar bear for older guys with gray or white hair. But the most important thing, really, is how inclusive it is. The fact that it explicitly welcomes trans men and non-binary people, that just drives home the point that this is all about who you are, your personal expression, not about fitting into some rigid box.
Every powerful symbol has a story behind it, right? So let's look at where this all came from. How did the community, and then its flag, even come into existence?
Okay, so the whole identity really started to form up back in the late 20th century. The term bear itself got a huge boost from an article in 1979. Then fast forward to 1987 and boom, Bear magazine launches, giving this growing community its own voice, its own platform. And then, in 1995, we get the flag. And get this is my favorite part. It wasn't designed for some big competition. Nope, it was created by a guy named Craig Byrnes for his psychology degree project. He was literally studying the culture he was a part of.
And the design of the flag itself? So much thought went into it. Those 7 stripes, they're not just random pretty colors. Each one represents the fur color of a different species of actual animal bear from all over the world. We're talking grizzlies, black bears, polar bears. The whole idea was to build global inclusivity right into the fabric of the flag. How cool is that?
So it goes from a college project to a global icon. Today, that flag stands for a worldwide brotherhood. But what does that actually look like on the ground right now?
Well, for a lot of people, the bear community is exactly what author Elaine Vest calls it, a safe haven. Think about it. In a world that can be pretty judgmental, and yeah, sometimes even other parts of the LGBTQ+ space can feel a little exclusionary, this is a place where you can just belong. Find friends, find acceptance, find that feeling of, these are my people.
And this, right here, is the heart of its cultural power. I mean, mainstream beauty standards, they're all about youth, being thin, no body hair, right? Well, the bear community flips that script completely. It celebrates maturity, bigger bodies, and natural hair. It's this incredible counter-narrative that just screams, hey, there is more than one way to be attractive, to be masculine, and to be proud of who you are.
And don't think for a second this is all just online. Oh no, this is a massive, real-world global network. You've got huge events like Mad Bear in Madrid, Istan Bear over in Turkey, and check this out, the Chesapeake Bear Bears of Summer. That's the actual event where the flag was first unveiled. These aren't just parties, they're huge celebrations of identity, of connection, and just pure, unfiltered pride.
All right, so when you see this flag flying now, what should you really take away from it? What's the lasting legacy of the community behind that paw print?
When it comes down to it, the bear community isn't just a subculture. It's really a beacon. It's a shining example of just how important it is to carve out spaces where people can be themselves, 100%, without any judgment, just surrounded by respect and real understanding.
So if you remember just one thing from this whole story, let it be this. This community and its flag are this amazing reminder that our diversity is our strength. It seems like a paradox, but it's not. By creating spaces where we celebrate all the things that make us different, that's where we find the deepest, truest unity.
I mean, think about it. The journey from a simple college project to a global movement. It just goes to show you the incredible power packed into a single symbol. And that really leaves us with a bigger question to chew on, doesn't it? How do the symbols that we create, the ones we choose to embrace and fly, how do they end up shaping the very worlds that we live in?